What's going on, people? I am back with another controller video. Today, I'm going to be unboxing this guy. Well, first and foremost, thank you guys for all the views on my aim versus scuff video. I'm going to be doing an update video to that soon, and it will include a comparison with this guy. But currently, those controllers are out for repair, and I haven't quite used this yet. So I want to get a feel for this, and then I need to get those controllers back because I want to tell you about that process and how it went for me. I apologize in advance for my voice. Your boy caught COVID. So make sure you guys are being safe out there. Not feeling too bad, day 5. Feeling pretty good, getting my voice back, can breathe. So I wanted to shoot this video. And shout out to the fiance for getting this closet together. I'm in my new closet. Give you guys a quick look here. She went ahead and there's all my certificates. She redid my whole closet, and I'm really excited about it. So shout out to her. Got some reading I'm doing up there, some comics and other things. But yeah, so really excited about this little workshop area I have to shoot these videos. But yeah, so we got the PlayStation DualSense Edge controller. So I'm gonna open this guy up and have a look. I'm wondering, box cutter. I used to work at Kmart back in the early 2000s, and I got this blade from them. Never gave it back. Let's get this guy opened up. All right, so I'm really excited about this controller for a few things. This controller has multiple paddles, and it also has profiles, which I'll get into in a second after we open it up. But I'm really excited about exploring some of those options. So let me go ahead and open this up. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So right off the bat, nice packaging. Great packaging. As far as the innards, I hate these flimsy boxes because I always rip them up, but it's not like I need to keep it. But internal packaging, nice. Comes with a case, right? We've talked about the scuff and aim and things like that, and a lot of the companies, maybe, I don't know if Beaver does, you guys can tell me in the comments, but they don't include a case, which isn't great. Lots of accessories included with those other ones, but not a case. Ooh, hey, look at that. Let's go ahead and get that plastic wrap off of there. Ooh-wee. Let's take a look. Now, off rip, I'm kind of liking the little engraving there on the touchpad. And PlayStation got rid of course, the color coordination on the buttons for this gen. So this controller looks really, really clean as far as like the straight black, white. Got our function buttons here. I thought this was something else. I thought, viewing the images, that this was like the release lever for these. But this is actually a function button and serves a purpose when setting up profiles. Off rip, doesn't look like there's any back buttons attached out of the box, but we see we have our full depth here on our L2 R2, and then it looks like we have a little less depth on that mode, and this is probably going to be your insta-click. Yep, insta-click mode. So we have some options here now, which is great. I love that. I love that because as I discussed before, I got 2 different controllers, one for doing more sort of adventure games and one's for shooters, because I'm an avid Apex, Battlefield kind of guy. So I like having the ability to have the mouse click. Now granted, that's not a mouse quote unquote click, but it is a short distance. Just shortens up that distance. So yeah, that's really, really nice. Yeah, this is really cool. So let's take a look and see what's in the case. To It's a clean case. I like that. So we see we got our paddles, and we have, looks like a charging cable. Let's see, get this out of here. Gonna need this for later. Nice charging cable. I do wish, now this is just me being nitpicky because I'm an audio guy, so cable management is important. I do wish companies would include, and it's starting to happen a little bit more, but give us some sort of soft zip tie for these cables. This cable is really, really long. And if I want to store that somewhere, like it's just going to be either in this bag, or like if I have it out and about and I use it a lot, like in order to store it, it's going to be just a jumble of cable. But having that soft zip tie to be able to use and wrap these cables up is nice. A lot of companies just include it attached there at the end, and you can just wrap your stuff up. I like that, but this doesn't seem to happen. But this is a good quality cable, and I have soft zip ties in a drawer, but just including it for people would be really, really nice. Now, see, I'm not even sure what we're looking at here. I'm not even sure what we're looking at here. Lock and unlock. This is crazy. Okay, we gonna come back to this because I don't know what this is. Now, I do believe these are gonna be thumbsticks here. Looks like we have maybe thumbsticks, right? These don't go in the back. Yeah, these are thumbsticks. So it looks like we have some extra thumbsticks here. Some paddles, different types of paddles. These are gonna be like your aim style paddles here. Can I get that in focus? You can barely see that, but there we go. Just your aim style. But what I'm noticing off rip is this is very thick plastic. The aim ones are a lot longer and the plastic isn't as thick as this. And if you remember my last video, I was talking about the bend. This is not bending at all. This has no give. So these are very, very sturdy. And just looking here at the vertical press ones as well, that looks really, really dope. Man, should I try attaching these? How easy is there a left? Is there a right? Okay. All right. Get that? Oh, wow. Okay. And then, wow, that's really, that just goes in there and then it's just comes right out. Okay, so this is just, the buttons just slide right in. So what's really nice about these is these feel more like the PS4 back buttons. These feel like thick on the finger. Let's see if you guys can see that. I got big hands, but for me, that's a good amount of finger right there. That's really good. And very easy as far as like resting position. This is very comfortable. I like that. Wow. Okay, and then we got our aim style paddles as well, and you can mix and match them. Not that I would do that, but let's take a look in here. See what we have for right here. So the stick caps, that's what we were looking at. It says here to pull directly away from the controller to switch out the stick caps. And there we go. So what we're looking at here, these are stick caps. These look to be a little bit more grippy. Even me touching it feels a little bit more grippy. Now, what I'm curious about is I like a difference in elevation on my sticks. That looks longer and that looks shorter. Okay, so it looks like you have two shorts and two longs, and tilting them down there, you can kind of see these are flatter than these. So these look like our long sticks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of the long ones. I'm just gonna push that down. It pops right on. Okay. So similar to the aim concept, where the thumbsticks can easily be pulled out and switched. And I like that because when these wear out, you don't have to send them in to have the internals replaced or try to, you know, take this stuff off and get into the inner workings just to replace the sticks. It's a very simple thing. And I know that prevents them from getting a bunch of calls for stick replacements. And similar to that, I've been seeing online that each individual stick mechanism where the sensors lie can be replaced too. And I think they were going for like 20 bucks. They weren't really that expensive, but it seems you can open this thing up, and if you're getting too much stick drift or this thing is really tore up, rather than trying to blow air through it, just pay your 20 bucks, get yourself a new one. And I did like that concept. I think that's dope. So let's pop this one off. And I'm gonna set this down here. We're gonna make this one short. This one's short. And what's really cool, and I know it might be hard to see, is as you push down, it's kind of twisting. It's twisting on its own as I push down to guide me in the right direction where those grooves are. And then I just give it one final push and it snaps. So there's like these little teeth. And I was worried that if I pushed wrong, that I would bend, break, although that's really hard plastic, but mess up these teeth. But it just, as you push down, it twists on its own to find that groove and then just snaps right in place. So I love the ingenuity on that. Really, really dope. So that's our controller. We got it set just how we like it. Right stick up higher, especially for games where you have to aim. But again, for an action adventure game, I might just put that back to where it was. And what's great now is I can go in here and store these pieces, and I don't have to keep them in a plastic baggie underneath my desk, which is really, really nice. So the release latch, I was wondering what this release latch was. Okay, so this goes back to what I was speaking on before with the stick modules. So this release latch right here is used to release that front cover right there, that black front cover. And then the stick modules, if they go bad, like I was saying, you can just slide them in and out. And they explain that over here. If it stops working properly or stops working at all, you can just replace that in general. I like this concept. You can see the front panel just comes right off from the latch button. And the latch button, as you saw me earlier trying to get at it, it was kind of tough. So it's not like this big button that you can just accidentally press and your controller's gonna fall apart. It's tucked in there really, really nice. So yeah, this whole module with the function buttons can come right off. That's really nice. If you guys remember, Scuff has the front plate on it, and actually I have it sitting here. Not that this is a comparison video, and we've already talked about this, but with, you know, Scuff, they have just the front panel that you pull off here, and that's how you get to the inner workings. But you have to send these in to get it fixed, which again, I'm gonna send this guy in for repairs. I'm just waiting back for an email. But I think that this softer design on the front is the downfall to that. If you can hear that. It's one thing I don't really like about that. But again, we'll get back to that later. Not gonna discuss that now. But yeah, this has a nice hard front. Do a tap test. Yeah, that's locked in there. And it's nice, solid, hard plastic. That's really, really nice. Only other thing that I would really like to know is, what is this guy here? So this is used to lock your USB cable into place. You look really close, you can see two little notches here. So what you do is you can feed your USB cable into here and then use this mechanism to lock the cable into place. Let's give it a shot. So what we can do here, since this is a USB-C, it doesn't need to go in any specific direction. The connector is just oval. So we're gonna lock that into place by just simply pressing it down. Yeah, just pressing that down. And then we're gonna come over here, and my guess would be to go this way. Let's try it this way. That way, then hit the lock feature. And then if we try to pull that out, that's stuck in there. That is amazing. Great cable management device. That's smart. I like that. Some of you may think this is stupid, but I play wired all the time. I always have a wire out. So this is nice. This is really nice. Man, this thing is playing for my top spot right now. This is crazy. So yeah, this is nice. I like that. Simply pull back to unlock. Let me see here. Unlock, do we slide back? Yep, slide back to unlock. And then we just pull it right out. It looks like you can charge your controller right from the case as well, which is really, really nice. Put the controller down in here. And when you do that, close the top. The top is exposed and you can charge the controller right in the case. That's nice. This case is doing it for me. This is great. This is really, really cool. I like to say that I, read up a bunch on this, but I kind of just wanted to try it. I didn't do a terrible amount of reading. My thing is PlayStation is going to make a really good controller for their stuff because it's their stuff. Not that these other companies are bad, but they own the company, the system, and so they know what kind of things are going to be best in the pro space. And I think this was a good example of it. Just seeing the cable attachers, the functionality buttons here to be able to pull up the menus to set the profiles for. I think it's really cool. The different types of back buttons for different types of players. Being able to quickly take these modules out and replace them. I think they really thought this through. Not that other companies don't, but I think other companies just use the skeleton of what's there and kind of just add on top of it. Another reason why I wanted this was, although the profiles aren't built right into the controller and I can swap them right here, I can simply press a combination of buttons. I think it's function and start, and I can bring up profiles within the PlayStation console itself. And from there, not only can I customize the buttons, right? What buttons do what? Most pro controllers can do that. You can move around buttons. And even in the PlayStation menu, the controller menu, the regular controller menu, you can just move around buttons on your own. But what's really cool is each profile can have different sensitivities on the joysticks, as well as the your L2 and R2 here, your bumper buttons, which is nice. So like if you have a racing game, you might want to have a different sensitivity up here. Whereas if I'm playing a shooter, I'm going to turn that sensitivity off no matter what. Even if I forget to lock these into place, I'll still have 0 or very high sensitivity on these, so they trigger a lot faster. You can't remap everything because of course that would be detrimental to making the controller work right. If you got rid of some of the buttons or functions or the touchpad, it wouldn't work right. But you can turn on and off certain things, which I thought was really cool. So like the thumb pad, for example, you can turn that on and off, but you can't remap it, right? So we can't make like the square or anything like that. But this is nice. This is nice. I'm gonna try it out. I was a little bummed that it's only 2 back paddles. I've been training my brain like crazy to use 4. And so I've gotten pretty good at it, although tough. But just given the option of 2, not bad. Price of this was $200. Did not go on sale for Black Friday, which was, I don't know, a little bit of a bummer. Wasn't able to find many coupons at all for this specifically. And the ones I did, they didn't work, so I don't even think they were real. So yeah, you're looking at $200 tax depending on what state you're in, but I bought mine off Amazon, delivered less than a day. So these things can ship out really, really quick. If you're ordering from the other companies, like I had spoke before, some of them are in Europe. Some of them build them to order. Depending on who you're, what kind of customizations you make, it has to be built to order unless you do like a pre-made custom, which is going to be quicker. But if you do all the bells and whistles on another one, it's going to take forever to get that thing because they're building it up from scratch. That's what's nice about this. This was quick. This was easy. It has a lot of functionality, and most of the customization I can do on my own. I can do all of that stuff, the sensitivity and things like that. I can do that right in the menus. I don't have to pre-make any decisions online. And it's not too many options Like, I know the Beavers are really, really dope, but one thing that kind of steered me away from Beaver was that there's so many options. And it's tough. You don't want to make the wrong decision when you have to wait so long to get a controller. So it's nice when you have something that's just good overall, and then they can just send it to you and you can do some fiddling around yourself. Again, I'm not saying this is better or worse than anything else just yet. I'm going to give this a shot. And then what I'll do is I'll do a comparison video. But like I said, I'm going to be sending off that scuff back to get some stick drift addressed. And the aim controller's coming back with new thumb bases. And when that's all back, I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. If you stop by, thank you. Appreciate you. Much love. Until next time.